Hello, this is my whole house rewire video. I did about 90% of the wiring in this house, and I just wanted to document the work that I did. I installed this exterior light on the front porch. I was able to feed the cable by using a plunge cutter to cut the tongue and groove to pull this board out to run the wire. That's how I was able to get the wire through. Go to the inside. I did not put a box. You're supposed to put a box, but I did not put a box because this would not sit flush with the soffit. But normally I do put a box with any kind of junction. Just in this situation, I did not put a box. I will go to the back of the property. I'm just showing the exterior work that I did first. I added an exterior light here. You can see the box right there, the exterior box. And I also put a motion sensor light, a motion detector activated light right up there. Like I said, I did about 90% of this wiring myself. Start with the basement. So the work that I did pay for, I had the electrician put a new panel in, and I had him run a dedicated circuit for the furnace. And there's the box is actually behind this cold air return, and I had them put a couple outlets, 1, 2, let's see, there, and then a couple lights down here, this, and then the side light. I paid $220 for that. In addition to the work that he did down here, I added a couple additional lights. Myself, this one. And I also added a couple more outlets with the conduit, 1 and 2. So that is the basement. The work that was done in the basement. As you go to the first floor, I used 12 gauge wire mostly throughout the whole house. I had a bunch of UF underground cable, 12 gauge lying around, and I used the UF underground cable for a lot of the installation. As you can see, I put nailing plates where needed for protection for the drywall. This is the kitchen. This is on a 20 amp circuit. There's a 3-way switch right here. So I'll just go slowly to work. Here's their 2 GFIs for the kitchen countertop. This is for the refrigerator. I put the living room and the dining room on 1 20 amp circuit. So as we go here, I put a lot of outlets. I probably put more outlets than I needed. And there's a 3-way switch in the living room right here. The second switch is for the outdoor porch. As we go up to the hallway, we're on another circuit right now, 3-way switch for the hallway. I did use 14 gauge going from the switch to the light, because there's no need to use 12 gauge. It's only pulling 1 or 2 amps. So on the third circuit, I put these 2 front bedrooms in the hallway on 1 circuit. Nailing plates throughout. I probably should have cleaned the property up a little better before taking the video. One thing I do need to work on, I will admit, I need to work on the neatness of my installation. Just like I need to like flatten my wire out so the wire like doesn't twist as much when I'm unrolling it. The fourth circuit was this bedroom. Oh, excuse me. It was these 2 bedrooms were in 1 circuit, and I believe this back bedroom in the hallway was on the other circuit. So here we go. All the outlets work. I tested all the outlets. Then the bathroom is on its own dedicated circuit with a GFI. There's a light fixture. I have to turn, let me turn that bathroom circuit on. So you see the green, it means it's good. So as we go up to the attic I put on a 20 amp circuit, 12 gauge wire. Here's your 3-way. Along with the outdoor light, motion light, second 3-way. Everything's in boxes. I use non-metallic staples throughout. And I also use the quick connectors for nuts, the 4-port quick connectors. That saves a lot of time because a traditional wire nut, a lot of times if you don't get it in there good enough, the wire will be loose. So, and if you're like packing a lot of wires in a box, it just keeps your wires more organized. The 4-port connectors, they come in handy. The only disadvantage to a 4-port connector is I've had a couple situations where I've overloaded it. I'm not sure if those 4-port connectors, if they're rated for 15 amps, but I put like space heaters on them. And one time I used I put a table saw on the 4-port connector right here. That's what I'm talking about. And I've actually had these melt on me, actually. and I had to go through the system to figure out where it melted. But nonetheless, just because of the amount of outlets on the system, I use it anyway, nonetheless. But there you have it. I estimate, with the amount of outlets and light switches and the amount of work involved, I estimate I probably saved at least $2,500 doing this whole house rewire. Thanks for watching.